Hello. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about some project properties and render settings that I use. Nothing says these render settings or project properties are correct, but this is what I've been using and it seems to work for me. So first thing I want to do is I want to show you the properties of a raw video file that comes off a GoPro camera. And then I'll show you the comparison to a final cut of something I've rendered using Sony Vegas. So basically what you want to do is you want to match up your video properties. So you want your same frame width, same frame height, data rate that's around the same, and match up your frame rate. And then your audio, as long as it's higher, it's going to be pretty good. So you can see I've done that there. And I'll show you how I did that in Sony Vegas. So the best way to match your project properties, you can just go click on your project video properties and then click on the match media settings in the top right corner and then select a raw GoPro video, and then you'll see that it'll automatically change to 1920 by 1080 29 frames per second. So that gets the basics done there, and then you can apply that and hit OK. So I'm just going to drag in this GoPro file here so I can hit the render button. So in my Sony Vegas, I've got a custom template already created, which I've named R5. So I'll just show you what that custom template looks like and I'll show you how to make one. So you hit the custom template button, you select AVC, high definition, 1920 by 1080, leave that unchecked, go main, CAVLC, 29.97, and then leave that unchecked. Put this to none for progressive scan, pixel aspect ratio at 1, bitrate to 15 million, leave that to automatic, and you can go to your audio tab at the bottom at AAC at 48,000 Hertz and 192,000 bit rate. So whatever, you could put this even up higher, but make sure it's at least 128, because that's what comes out of your GoPro camera. And then I like to choose stereo, obviously. It's pretty no-brainer. Okay, so when you got everything that you like, all you do is type in whatever you want to call it. In this case, I called it R5, as in the 1080 mode from the HD Hero 1. And then you hit your save button. Hit OK. And then you can see here you have this little box, little star you can check. So you can make that yellow. And then if you want to find it quickly, you can just hit this show favorites only box, and then you can find your R5. And if it has this little equal sign beside it, that means it's matching up to your project media settings. So that's what you want to see. And then you just hit render. And that's how I've been doing mine for the last little while. So the only thing is GoPro's released ProTune the last week or so. So the bitrate has actually gone up and the frame rate has gone down. Well, you have the option of doing 24 frames per second as well. So I'll release another video with those settings when I get around to it. Enjoy.